Financial Field where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Don't say nothing. 53, come on. 53, check 53.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
First down, Washington. Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a loose football. The ball comes out into the Redskins' hand, and they do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On play action, Haskins eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 24, Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Raheem Mostert, 92 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Situation. Let's go. Check 24. Check 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
82.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he coughed it up, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give it to Peterson. Peterson a first down and more. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, 33 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now Wentz.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Come on, QB. Come on. Watch it. Yeah, Jim. Keep moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
Here's Bryce Love getting his inaugural NFL carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get there. That's all right. Check 99. Check
And off comes to Peterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Haskins, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On the ground, it's Geis. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Haskins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Into the red zone. Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wentz, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The 3-yard touchdown pass. There the Eagles are back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And fights through one man and just bowling over tacklers. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Straight 15, straight 15.
This is Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 120.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey, orbit.
Wentz will try again on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
The ball comes out. Into the Redskins have it, they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Wentz now to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Waiting. Mike's 56. I got one.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? Right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Watch the curl.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 44 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 50 for flag. Check 50.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Mostert. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Redskins scoop it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Here we go. Lady!
Right there, 56.
Tyson. Check.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wentz, escaping the pressure right. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 2nd down, Peterson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here we go with Haskins. It's brought in by Dodson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, back. 180!
56. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Peterson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. Sunday. 280.
Hey, they scared.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 280.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Mostert. Room to run inside the 40. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards on the ground.
45 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One final try now for Wentz. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Washington...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO. I ain't